Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So, I'm going to talk about favorite brightening products of this year, and I slept in a little bit this morning. I went skydiving last night, really fun. So it's the third time I've been skydiving now, and now apparently after, I think 4, you can do it solo, but I don't think I'm going to do that, because I just don't trust myself to not totally freak out and panic. And yeah. There's that second right before, if anybody's ever done it, you get it, like, when people start jumping out of the plane, it's like, oh my freaking goodness, this is happening. And then I thought, well, I could wimp out. I've done it twice and lived both times. And I thought, well, if I wimp out and I stay in the plane, there's probably a more likely chance the plane will crash than I'll die falling through the sky. So I did it again. Anyway. And again, I didn't tell my dad or cameraman until afterwards, because otherwise I know my dad was going to worry all day or all weekend. So I just told him I was done. Anyway. And I'll show pictures in my newsletter, of it. So, okay, so my favorite brightening products of 2024. And I'm doing these in order of price. So my first one is the Ness Melo Pro 5% Tranexamic Acid Serum, which is $12. And you know what? I realized I just grabbed the toner. So the serum, but the toner also I think has all of these in them. So we've got Niacinamide, Tranexamic Acid, Ascorbic Acid, and Glutathione. And this one has all of them except for the Ascorbic acid. So yeah, so this one or the Tranexamic acid serum. They also have one with Kojic acid, which is pretty nice. So yeah, so really enjoying that brand, because $12. I mean, you can't buy anything at the drugstore anymore. Even the ordinary is not $12 anymore. Although Geek and Gorge is still really affordable. So okay, next up, coming at $15 is the Haruharu Wonder Centella 4% TXA Dark Spot Go Away Serum. I'll link to it below at Yes Style. This stuff is really nice. They also have a toner version, which I went through and really enjoyed that one as well. So for brightening ingredients, we've got niacinamide, we've got tranexamic acid and ascorbic acid. It's really nice. The serum of this is very wonderful in terms of texture. It's sensitive skin friendly. It doesn't have any strong fragrances. So I really like this, and I really am enjoying this brand. And their new essence is really nice too. So stay tuned for tomorrow and I'll test this one out for you guys. Okay, next up, coming in at $18 is the Numbuzin number 5 Vitamin Concentrated Serum. I will link to this below. This one's really nice. They also have a toner, essences, I think is what they call it. It's very sticky, but it's got some of the same ingredients in here. So, for brightening, we've got niacinamide, tranexamic acid, turmeric, ethyl ascorbic acid, and alpha arbutin. And for me, I think this one's pretty friendly for sensitive skin and acne-prone skin types. It does have a lot of brightening ingredients, but overall, it's still really nice. Got a wonderful texture to it. Works well in morning routine or evening routine. It's very nice. And if you want to bump up that, you can check out the toner version of it as well. But I reviewed it last week. It's kind of sticky. So, I mean, I guess if you're going to put something over, it's not as big of a deal, but it's kind of tacky. Okay, next up, coming at $19, and I'm glad I did this because I realized this is pretty much empty. I think I have like one use left, so I'm glad I realized that. So this is the Transparent Lab PIH Sunspot Fading Treatment. It's $19. The one thing I will say is last time I talked about this in a video was $18, so I guess they raised the price a buck. But overall, it's still really affordable, especially compared to the most expensive one on this list. So very nice. So this one, in my opinion, is great for stubborn hyperpigmentation. It's also great for melasma because of some of the ingredients in here. So we've got tranexamic acid. We've got the azelaic acid derivative, potassium, azeloyl, diglycinate. We've got niacinamide, kojic acid, and pomegranate. So for very stubborn hyperpigmentation, I think this one's really nice. Or the Obagi Clear with hydroquinone is very nice, but now you can only get it from like an esthetician or dermatologist office. Sorry, Lincoln just stepped on my foot. He's got very scratchy, rough feet, and then he gets up and leaves. So, I mean, this one's super strong, and so for some stubborn cases, sometimes this is just, it's the way to go. And I know some people are not fans of hydroquinone, but I mean, most people, I think in general, it's more safe than not safe, especially if you follow the directions to a T. Okay, now for $20, I've got the R&W Blanc Shining Toner, which I was turned on to by one of you who mentioned it, and I'm glad you did because I checked it out. It's wonderful. And it's empty now, but I love it. Okay, So in here we've got niacinamide, we've got phenethyl resorcinol, we've got ascorbyl glucoside, tranexamic acid, licorice root, and acetylglucosamine. And this is another one, in my opinion, that's pretty friendly for stubborn hyperpigmentation. And it's also sensitive skin friendly. There's no scent in here. So really nice product, and you can make it last really long. I mean, how many? It's 4.2 ounces. So if you just pat it on your skin as opposed to using a cotton pad, this ball lasts a long time, and it's a really good deal. So they're well worth checking out. Okay, coming up at 38 bucks. So we just jumped almost double from the last product to the next one. And we only go up from here. So that is the Remedy for Dark Spots, 38 bucks. I will link to it below. We've got a lot of good brightening ingredients in here. So we've got tranexamic acid, we've got niacinamide. And now I notice almost every single one of these has both niacinamide and tranexamic acid. So just like every other product these days has niacinamide. Okay, so we've got niacinamide, tranexamic acid, we've got tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which I can spell, but I can't pronounce it. Soybean, I'm a little iffy about soybean, but I'm iffy on it, that's all. Then we've got turmeric, acetylglucosamine, and licorice root. So overall, this one's really nice. It's a new product that they released, and it's a very nice product overall, and it's pretty friendly. I will say, if you have super acne-prone skin, it is on the thicker side, so just be aware of that. But overall, very nice product. I would say the Transparent Lab is probably the most friendly for acne-prone skin out of most of these. So, okay, next up, coming in at 40 bucks, and I have not done a full review of this, and I have no idea why, so I will do that soon, is the NIOD Re Pigment, or Regarding Pigment, or RE Pigment. Okay, so this one's got some different ingredients than the other one. So we've got fermented shiitake extract, which is known to be for its brightening ingredients, mushroom. We've got the azelaic acid derivative, potassium, potassium azoyl diglycinate. We've got the Geno white peptide. We've got the tetrapeptide 30, the B white peptide, and then Brightening. So it's got a lot of good ingredients in here that aren't in any of these other ones. So if you've tried other brightening products to maybe not be overly impressed, this one might be worth trying because it contains a lot of other ingredients that aren't shown in a lot of other products. So it might be worth trying because maybe your skin just, it's not, tranexamic acid maybe does nothing for you, but maybe some of the things in here might work a little bit better. It's worth a try. Two more. Next up is my most recent purchase of the Regimen Lab Steum. I want to say this is my 4th bottle now. It's 42 bucks. So in here we've got niacinamide, tranexamic acid, acetylglucosamine, alpha arbutin, sepi white MSH, licorice root, curcumin, which is a compound from turmeric, and then hexyl resorcinol for brightening. So this one's really nice, acne prone skin friendly, actually pretty friendly for all skin types, really nice. So I will link to this below at Regimen Lab, and it's got some nice ingredients in there that aren't in a few of these, such as the hexyl resorcinol. Last but not least, coming at $65. So the first product was $12. So what is this? Almost 5 times the price of the first product. And I thought they were cruelty-free up until recently, so I didn't realize they weren't, but it's still decent brightening if that's not a huge deal. But if you are, most of these other brands are cruelty-free. So the Peter Thomas Roth Potency Discoloration Correction Cream, discoloration treatment, which is their newest version of this, which was, before that it was in like almost a maroonish silvery bottle. So in here we've got niacinamide, tranexamic acid, and everything, alpha arbutin, tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, kojic acid, and then white mulberry. So this one's gonna be the most expensive. So if you're on a budget, I would probably start with the most affordable one for you and work your way up. Or I think some of these will work better for different skin types, and it just kind of depends. But in general, these are all great. And if you're looking for brightening of dark spots, sunspots, melasma, hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, anything like that, some of these are very good. But I always recommend ascorbic acid as well because it is such a good brightening ingredient. So if you can fit that in, if your skin tolerates it, that's always a great place to start too. I mean, when I started using vitamin C on my skin, it was amazing how much better it got because my hyperpigmentation the melasma was much worse than it is now. And it's probably right now maybe the best it's ever gonna get. I don't know, but I'm still gonna try. So Anyway, interested hearing from you guys if you had a chance to check any of these out yet or not. And if you have what your thoughts are, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.